Welcome to the Next Level Podcast with Brian Daniels. Ooh, boom shakalaka.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Next Level Podcast. My name is Brian Daniels, and I can't thank him enough, but thanks to Tim Kitzrow for doing the intro of our show. You might know him from NBA Jam, NFL Hits, NFL Blitz, and a lot of other games that he's done working with Midway. On this episode, I am joined by Raven, my wife.
Hi.
I also have my podcast tag team partner, Josh Thundershaver, here as well. What's up, Josh?
Yo, how's it going?
It's going good, man.
How come
Going
you
good.
never ask me what's up?
What's up, Raven? How you doing?
I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Well, you're always your thing is always you're going hi. Yeah, I don't know. It's
she's
kinda
just
like a
very
trademark
short.
at this point.
There's no long,
You know,
no
Hey,
long.
I cannot help how tall I am, okay?
So we
vertically challenged.
So we're at the end of the we're coming to the end of the year, and it's crazy. I think that the year's almost already over, and
It is.
This
It's kind
be
of
our-
fucked up.
this will be right.
I know.
This will be our second to last
More so than
episode.
usual.
The next episode you get from us will be our 2025 year in review, kind of the highlights, the lowlights, maybe just some things we really enjoyed about the year. So to those that might be on the episode with me, keep that in mind. But I just wanted to take a moment, real briefly, to thank everybody over on Spotify who listens to our show. We got our Spotify year in review.
I was a little
And-
surprised. I
yeah.
like it.
And so our most popular episode this year was episode 106, which was our game shows episode we did. That was a lot of fun, by the way. I forgot we did that.
Yeah, I like that.
We also had hello to those of you that listen to our show in Australia, the Netherlands,
Yeah,
and
love you too,
Sweden,
Australia,
which is pretty dope.
Netherlands, and Sweden.
I know. I
Yeah,
thought it was cool.
That's pretty sick. And we got 2 awards on Spotify this year. We're 2025 Rising
Ooh.
Star. Our show's growth outpaced 63% of other shows.
That's so cool.
And then we had
Excellent.
we were a 2025 fan favorite, which meant that our show's average rating was higher than 75% of other shows.
That's so bizarre to me, dude. So
Oh wait, we had one more award
Oh,
too.
we did?
We were a 2025 talked about show. So we received
Okay.
more comments than 78% of other shows, all on Spotify
Some people
specifically.
just don't comment on other people's stuff. That's so weird.
I think a lot of people don't realize they can comment on Spotify.
Well, I mean, it does
can't.
make sense
I
that they
didn't.
comment on ours. I mean, like you always tell people to comment.
I do.
You know,
I'll do it again, I'm
ask
sure, at some point
questions,
throughout this
tell us,
episode.
You know, yeah.
So
I'll
That's
fucking do it
awesome.
again.
so we wanted to thank everybody on Spotify
Yes, thank you.
for listening, but we don't want to leave out everybody else too. So no matter where you listen to us from, we do appreciate you as well. We appreciate you all equally. Thank you guys so much
Yes.
for checking out our podcast in 2025, and we hope that you continue to do so next year. Before we get into talking about Christmas, because that is the next major U.S. holiday here, I want to talk about maybe something that you can do for people for Christmas. Maybe give them the gift of tickets to go to concerts, sports events. I know like football season is still going on. Basketball season is still going on. It's in full swing. Maybe you're a pro wrestling fan, and I know those tickets can get really expensive. So thanks to SeatGeek, they have partnered up with us to give those of you who are first-time SeatGeek account holders, you can save $20 on your very first purchase of $50 or more by using our SeatGeek promo code, the domain GPCE10. That's the domain GPCE10. That's going to save you $20 on your very first purchase of $50 or more. So download the SeatGeek app today on Android or iOS devices, or you can go to SeatGeek.com, get those tickets, save some money. You deserve it. Anyway, so Christmas, man, it's that time of year again. It is probably my least favorite time of year.
Yes.
I've mentioned if you've been following this podcast now, we've been going on for about 3 years now.
Mhm.
If you know that I used to work in retail. I did retail for a while.
Yeah.
You did?
I did.
Wow.
I did. Yeah, retail. And retail changes you as a person.
It does.
It does. Josh knows it does, and
Yeah.
everybody says it's the most
Try
wonderful.
working in healthcare.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
They
no,
call
see,
me-
I was on my way working for the Infinity Gauntlet. I've worked in healthcare. I've worked in I've worked in
I don't
telesales.
think I ever realized.
Yeah. I worked in a restaurant and I worked in retail and fuck, what would the fifth one be? I need to figure that out.
I've worked.
I don't have the
all of
Infinity
those-
Gauntlet of being changed by going to work.
So I've worked in retail, and I had the they always call it the most wonderful time of year. It's not when you're in retail. It actually kind of sucks because
I loved working retail
You-
around this time.
well,
Nope.
you're the one weird one.
Wow.
Dude, I loved it. I would
Yeah.
specifically go and get seasonal jobs
Oh,
in retail.
so
Oh my god, Raven.
about this time of year. So we had Black Friday.
Like, it was the best.
We had Black Friday, which has become way more tame now than it was before.
Yeah.
It
Wait.
is.
You know why? Because
we had
it's
COVID.
not just Black Friday anymore. It's like Cyber
Every
Week
day is a sale.
and Black Friday starts in like November
Mhm.
12th and some stupid shit. I mean, like
I think
they're not.
COVID helped with that though. But outside of that, let's
Yeah.
move on. So
Well, no,
so
this year in particular, I was just going to say, I got all of my shopping done early on pre-Black Friday sales because things were
Oh,
just so
yeah.
open that way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the thing.
But yeah, it's just the holiday time is one of the worst for retail, and it's when everybody comes out, it's all busy, traffic sucks. People that
Mhm.
suck before already suck more now.
And then
You get-
combine that with like winter storms, like what we're having now. Brian and I went to
Yeah.
Meyer the other night, and like it
It wasn't even a winter storm. It's already gone.
I'm just saying though.
Remember I told
talking
you
about people.
I know,
being
but remember
out
I-
and
but-
about.
I know, but remember I told you the other night when you were like
Stay focused.
5 inches of snow, and I'm like, that's not even a lot, and it's already gone.
Okay, it's not gone. What are you talking
I
about?
don't see it. I don't see it out there anymore. It's all melted away. Unless, well, I didn't really see a whole lot of it out there anyway.
Okay, it's
I think-
not
Well,
gone. And we're supposed to have
The
another,
region-
like 4 to 6 inches.
So
I was
Raven,
going to say, in my
Raven
neck of the
has-
woods, we're getting a storm overnight.
Yeah.
So Raven has become one of the people that live down here now, where 5 inches is horrible, and that's
I
like
never said it was horrible. It's just what are you talking about?
you made it kind of seem like it was a little bad, but it's not that. I was like, man, it's not even that bad. 5 inches ain't nothing.
Okay. I was talking about in terms of everybody going crazy
No,
and
I know.
being out at the store.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think
I know.
5 inches of snow is bad.
Oh, because I thought you made it seem like the other day when we were at home that it was like a literally a bad deal. But anyway, we got but yeah, people get nuts this time of year with the shopping and the holidays and the you know having to buy people stuff. And for me, Christmas, man, I don't know, like Christmas isn't it for me anymore as an adult. I think Christmas peaked when I was a kid.
I think for
'Cause there was
most
always-
people, it's like that.
Yeah, and it's just like for me,
Disagree. I don't think it's like that for most.
it's well, kind of I guess it depends on your situation too. But
Mhm.
I think for me, it's just
I think I realized that as a kid.
yeah, like I don't know. Well, yeah, but like when you're a kid, everything's so much
Well,
like bigger and better when you're a child, right? Because you're little. and
Yes.
stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
so like when I was a kid, I would remember sitting there and I'd be like, fuck yeah, I got the X-Men Danger Room playset. What did you get, Dad? Another stupid ass tie? Hell yeah. And it's like, as a kid, I was like, man, Christmas is going to suck as an adult.
I mean,
Which,
I still like watching movies and stuff,
Yeah.
and you know, like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is like a must every year. You know,
Oh, yeah.
things like 'cause I don't
The
because it's not like
Christmas
I
movies,
watch
yeah.
because I don't watch Christmas movies any other time of year because I don't. It just doesn't seem right watching those movies like any time of year to me.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
if you do watch those other times, you're entitled to do exactly that. But for me, it's Christmas to me is like having hot cocoa with marshmallows, which Raven just got the other day. It's I don't know, maybe that's just it right now for me. I guess it's
Well,
snow,
see-
but like it depends on where you live.
Mhm. Yeah, because we
well,
got
also
some good
depends on,
snow up here too.
it also depends on if you have children or not too. We don't have kids, so
Yes.
it's a little bit different.
Well,
You know what I mean?
that's the thing. Yeah, is because it's different. Because we've never been like a big Christmassy. Like when I started dating Rachel, it was one of those things. She's like, okay, listen, like our kids get like one thing for Christmas. We don't do like super big Christmas. I was like, oh, okay. You know, and it was different coming from like growing up with my family where we were kind of spoiled specifically at Christmas.
Yeah, dude.
So I kind of had to get used to, because that's the way they wanted to do things. Because it's like, why
Right.
don't we do more things throughout the year and just give gifts for no reason, you know, instead of, you know, it's like,
Yeah, that's
okay,
cool.
cool, we do that stuff too. But this year in particular, so, and that was kind of my twist for this specific episode, is usually I'm with you, Brian. Usually I'm like, fuck Christmas. It brings out the worst in people. It brings out the worst in me. It's the time of year where everybody gets sick. It just makes shit awful.
Yeah.
And then this year, I don't know how the fuck Rachel did it. She just kind of broke through to me in a way that was like, hey, you know how you celebrate Halloween like all fucking month, and you start planning your content like in June and you're all excited about spooky season? Why the fuck can't you get happy about Christmas season? Like, you've got a grandchild now. And I'm like, no, my God, you're right. I've got, you know, like one grandchild and then another one of our kids,
Yeah.
you know, there's, you know, so it's like, okay, yeah, grandpa mode. I'm going to fucking be grandpa and it's going to be Christmas and I'm going to love it. I'm not exaggerating. I spent $300 in Hallmark ornaments to make sure this tree was awesome. Rachel and I set up our empty nest Christmas, and now for like legitimate reasons, our adult daughter and her, you know, the grandchild in particular is living with us now. So we had to like take down this winter wonderland because she's 1 year old and she will destroy and eat everything. So it's like, yeah, Christmas. And it's like, oh yeah, back down, watered down, chilled out, not overstimulating for the child Christmas. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You know, I know I've told you guys like not while we're recording, but you know, since we're talking about Christmas, I bought the ornament this year. I bought the Star Wars Hallmark, I think they're called magic ornaments, where
cool.
it's C-3PO's playing holo chess against Chewbacca, and it actually makes a hologram of the piece picking up and power slamming the other piece and all the movements and everything. And then it's the whole audio clip, and like there's even Harrison Ford in there, and they do the whole fucking scene. You let the Wookiee win, you know. And it got me really fucking jazzed about Christmas with all the different ways. It pisses me off that Hallmark is the thing that got me excited about Christmas, because I'm like, I can get a Jason Voorhees ornament.
Yeah.
I can get a Doctor Who ornament. I can get Star Wars moving hologram, or okay, I'm in. The nerd in me is in. I'm all about Christmas. Let's fucking go.
And that is the magic of Christmas, is that something so little like that you just don't see every day can like completely change your perspective.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah, because I want to be that Grinch guy. I want to fucking hate it, but I can't help it. I'm walking out there, those bells ring, and then ting, ting, ting. I'm literally at work being the Christmassy person that I fucking can right now.
Yeah, I think for me, what it was about Christmas was I always had somebody who got me into Christmas. And I, like, when I was a kid, that for me was my mom and my grandma. And I had family then. I don't really have that now. So like I had someone that was really getting me into Christmas. And now I don't really have that.
What's
I don't
so funny
with that whole because like we used to, like, they would put up a tree. I would help them decorate it. I had someone who got me into it. And I'm one of those people, like, I don't mind doing that sometimes, like being the person that does it, but I don't want to be the person that does it like all the time. I want people to like I don't want people to I want someone to get me excited about it.
So it's
because
really
I don't have all the excitement all the time myself.
Really funny that you say that, is because I was actually going to talk about the fact that like I used to be so into Christmas until like we moved down here, like you and I, just because you're not into Christmas at all. And I've kind of let that kind of affect me instead of vice versa. Like I used to want to like,
oh shit.
I used to put up the tree, listen to Christmas carols. I mean, like, or Christmas music, put up the tree. I mean, lights. We used to, I mean, like the whole 9 yards. I mean, I used to do all of that. And I mean, we decorated here when we first moved down here. We decorated for a couple of years, and then we had to get rid of our tree because all of the we had an artificial tree, and all of the the needles were falling off of it. And then we just never wound up getting another one. And yeah, so there's that.
But yeah, so I mean, I miss having someone get me into Christmas and really just
Yeah.
wanting to
It's kinda hard when somebody
guess shake
trying to
me.
get you into Christmas and then you're just like, bah humbug. I mean, like I'm
Well,
not
yeah, but I don't
I'm
have.
I'm not gonna
You gotta
keep
get me
hounding
into.
you on
You
it.
gotta get me into it. You gotta get me into Christmas. You gotta get me into the mode, man. It's not like
I think
not my
that's the green light to force it on him.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Not my
that
responsibility.
is. You're right, Josh. That is a green light to get me into it. I agree.
I'm not
You're absolutely correct.
just like
about
you
that.
always say you're not gonna force anybody's hand.
No,
I'm
it's
not
not
gonna-
forcing. It's not forcing.
I'm not gonna do that.
It's not forcing. It's just
You either want to be in it or you're not.
it's it's not forcing it. It's just I don't know. I miss having people that kind of got me into Christmas and they wanted to get me into the spirit of Christmas. So that's all. And that's kind of why Christmas isn't really as special to me much anymore. And that sucks.
I haven't
But
liked Christmas ever since I've known you, dude.
well, for other reasons outside of that, but it was more so just because I didn't really have
It's
I don't really have
hard.
I don't really have
hard to get
family or
somebody- right, but it's
whole
hard
lot
to get
of-
somebody into Christmas when they keep focusing on the negative of things.
no, it's not that. It
is though.
You just do it. You just try.
I
You got to try. But anyway, we're not gonna sit here and bitch about or argue about that. I was just putting that out there.
uh-huh.
I didn't mean for it to be a debate, but I'm just But other than that, what are some other things, Josh, you like to do for Christmas?
I mean, I'm kind of old, so I don't. I'm new. We've been watching movies every night,
Nice.
but we already kind of touched on that. But when I was younger, man, this was like the time of year where sledding and kind of like being. I lived in a town where there were neighborhoods and shit as a kid.
Yeah.
So there was a kind of thing where you'd go out and just kind of like look at other people's lights and shit and
Yeah, I love
find
that.
hills to go sledding on and just kind of
Yeah, pretty
come
cool.
back around dark type of thing. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's the thing that's definitely associated specifically with this time of year, because it's like it's not something you do in February or January. That's a straight up December snow type of thing that you can't do in the other parts of winter. So it's exactly the same thing with Halloween, I guess, which is kind of how Rachel was trying to connect
Yeah,
with me, is
for
that people really go all out. There's people that'll be like, fuck Halloween, but it's like, oh hey, check this out, I've got lights and sounds that are timed together, set up for Christmas. People go all out for Christmas. Spirit Halloween even capitalized on that and started doing the offshoot Spirit Christmas stores. And at first I thought it was going to be like a spooky Halloween experience. No, this is straight up a Christmas store. It's just run by the same people.
Yeah.
They're very serious about their shit too. Do not cross Spirit at Christmas.
Yeah, I remember
I see,
some of the fun things I used to do, and yeah, another thing too is I was big. I was like in church when I was a kid, so we would do we would go Christmas caroling.
Oh yeah.
See, it's different when it was fun when I would have there were events that were planned for me to be part of and stuff too. That's why it was fun. So there was Christmas caroling. We'd go sing Christmas carols to people. We'd go to the hospitals and do it too and stuff like that, which was pretty cool.
Okay.
I remember one thing that we used to do, because when I was a kid, we didn't have my mom and grandma never drove, so it was always my grandpa, or we just took the city bus when we lived in Indy.
Okay.
And one thing we would always do that my grandpa would do with us when I was a kid that I loved so much was he would have us load up the car. And what's funny is my grandpa's car was like that station wagon from fucking Vacation. The regular.
Yeah,
Vacation.
yeah.
My grandpa had that almost the exact same station wagon. He had that same one.
Oh, that's great.
And so anytime I see that station wagon, I always think of my grandpa. And so he would
That's
come
wonderful.
over and he would say, "Hey, does everybody want to load up? Do you guys want to go downtown and drive around the circle when it's lit up?" So we used to, that would
The
just be a
circle was
thing.
so great.
That would just be. I
Yeah.
remember always wanting to go to the Circle of Lights as a kid, but we never. It was just something we couldn't do because the buses didn't run that late, and we really didn't want my grandpa driving like real late at night because he's old and stuff. But
Yeah.
we also used to do Christmas at the zoo. Did you ever do that, Josh?
No, I've never done that. I
Yeah.
was never cool enough to get to go to Christmas at the zoo, but I've always heard people talk about it.
We did it like one
And
time.
I've never done that as an adult either. What the fuck is wrong with me?
You should do that. It's cool. Yeah, we did
Yeah.
Christmas at the zoo when I was a kid once. You have to understand too. Like I came from a very poverty-stricken home, so we didn't really get to do a whole lot. But my mom was like always really good at like making sure like we had a good Christmas and that she had stuff planned for us to do for this time of year. So one of those things we did one time, because I remember like saying how I wanted to go to the zoo, because one funny thing we never really talk about 4th of July on here, but we did going to the zoo was a really weird 4th of July tradition that we used to do all the time. I know.
Okay.
I don't know why that was, but I guess it was just because it was the middle of summer and it was just something fun for us to do. So I remember telling my mom, I was like, hey, can we like do I would tell my mom for years, like, hey, can we do Christmas at the zoo? And I think it got to the point where it never happened. And I didn't understand, how much money we had because we're kids, right?
Right. Kids don't. Yeah.
It's not something you really get. So I just stopped asking my mom because I was like, I'm not going to ask anymore because like it's probably not going to happen. So I remember the one year she was like 2 years after I didn't ask her anymore, she surprised me. And my grandpa took us to the zoo for Christmas. And that was cool.
Hell yeah.
And just seeing the lights and like the polar bears because there's snow now. So like I just, but yeah, I think Christmas was way more of a magical time for me as a kid. Not so much now for a lot of different reasons. It's not just one thing. It's just a lot of different things. I'm not like mad if anybody has a good time or has fun. Like by all means, like I'm glad that you have people to share that with you and you get to share it with them and your kids. I know for a fact that if I was a dad, it would be a whole different thing for me. It would be definitely different because I would want to make sure I gave that to we give it to our child. But outside of that, I don't know. Christmas has always just been, it does happen during what can be a depressing time of year. People get that winter depression, hits real hard. It always looks kind of dismal out this time of year,
Yeah.
It's dark and gray and everything. Raven, you've been awfully
6
quiet.
a.m. day after Christmas.
Just letting you know.
But yeah, Raven, what about Christmas? What's Christmas meant to you? What are some things you like to do for Christmas? We'll skip over you for now. Josh, did you have any favorite movies you like to watch for Christmas?
So, I've got my specific, like, I watch Die Hard every year on Christmas Eve, but I only specifically watch Die Hard on Christmas Eve. And then, of course, I've got Batman Returns that I watch on Christmas Day. Because the thing that I've been championing for years is that Batman Returns is the biggest ripoff of Doctor Who's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and nobody fucking listens to me. All you got to do is just replace the Grinch with Danny DeVito's Penguin, and it's the same fucking plot. Not really, but it is. If you think really loosely on it. So it's one of those things that I've always watched that every year on Christmas. Another one that I don't talk about as much is specifically the Mystery Science Theater 3000 version of Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, which is just this wacky fucking movie.
Very specific.
That's funny.
Well, okay, because Mystery Science Theater 3000 adds, the commentary to it.
Yeah, I know.
That's great.
So it's literally the best part of it. But the movie itself is fucking wacky. Obviously this is MST3K, but what it is these Martians are like doing recon in an invasion on Earth, and they're like, it's Christmas time, and they're like, what is this? What is going on? And then they kidnap these two kids on accident, and they're like, yeah, no, Santa Claus is like the most powerful being on Earth, and Christmas is a thing. And they're like, we must have this Santa Claus to come to Mars and, empower the children. And it's exactly what you would think with like a 1960s schlocky, movie about Santa Claus defeating the Martians.
Nice.
It's awful and great at the same time. Another one that's been growing on me, mainly because like I've been trying to let go of my beef with Jake Lloyd, but I really do legitimately like Jingle All the Way.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Put the cookie down. Something, I was thinking about doing like a naughty and nice list for movies, like a 31 Frights for 31 Nights, but for like Christmas movies. And it might be something that'll pick up next year instead.
Yeah,
because I got really sick a couple weeks ago. Like I don't know if I'm still kind of like not feeling the best.
Yeah.
One thing leading into another, but if you were to think of like different movies, that would go together in categories, you've got Jingle All the Way. You could couple that with Gremlins. They're both movies about turmoil over a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Did you hear they're making a Gremlins 3 now?
Yes.
They announced their I still haven't watched Gremlins 2. I need to watch Gremlins 2. I've only watched.
You haven't seen Gremlins 2? Fucking Hulk Hogan is in Gremlins 2.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he fights the Gremlins.
I didn't like the second one as well as the first one, so I think I've only seen it a couple of times. But the first one, like I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Oh yeah, Gremlins 1 is definitely much better than Gremlins 2. That's something I will die on this. And some people will have the opposite and they'll die on that hill. But that's the thing is have a different opinions about horror movies, because that's right, Gremlins is base level horror.
I'll say let's see,
go ahead.
As far as movies go, I already mentioned Christmas Vacation. That was one that my mom actually introduced that movie to me when I was a kid. So that was one. I would be amiss if I didn't mention Home Alone 1 and 2.
Yes.
But I don't know. I've never really figured out like what people think about those two movies, which one's their favorite. I would have to say, for me personally, I know a lot of people probably really like the first one over the second one, but me, since I've been to the city several times, I've stayed there for a little bit, I'm way more biased towards Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, just because like I've been there, I've seen all those places, and to me, that would, if I was a kid, I think it'd be kind of dope to like have my parents lose me in like a big city like that. I always wanted to go to like Dunkin's. When I went to New York City, and I found out when I was like 8 or 9, when I found out Dunkin's Toy Chest wasn't a real place there, I was so mad. I remember like I think I asked my mom
That's funny.
if Dunkin's Toy Chest was real, and they're like, no, it's not real. It's like, what? So that one for sure. Man, what's some other Christmas? Krampus, if you like horror. Krampus.
If you like horror.
I know, Josh.
I like Krampus. I do. And to answer your question, I also love Home Alone 2. It's a very personal and touching movie to me, which we can touch on another time. But yeah, Home Alone 2 definitely has a softer spot in my heart as well. I agree with you on that one.
And I'd have to say probably one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies is Die Hard. Die Hard. And yes,
I don't know, people like to argue it, but see, this is where I'm going to argue, Brian. It's not a Christmas; it's a Christmas Eve movie.
It's a Christmas.
It's a Christmas. Okay, but it goes into.
I'm just dad joking you, Brian. It's okay.
I know you are. No, but yeah, it's but that's one of my favorite Christmas movies is Die Hard, without a doubt. I know. What was it? The Santa Claus is also really good.
I was gonna say the Santa Claus.
Tim Allen,
yeah. Raven, what are some? We'll go back to you again. What are some of your favorite Christmas movies?
One that I haven't seen in years because Brian absolutely hates it, so we never watch it, is A Christmas Story. So I haven't seen it in years, but I do really like that movie. Now, when I first saw it, I hated it too. I did not get the appeal at all. But then, like the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, this is actually kind of cute. So I do like it. The Santa Claus.
I do too.
Yeah, it's a good one. The Santa Claus, but I like the sequel better. I like the Santa Claus 2 better than the first one.
I don't think
What
I've
is
ever
it
seen
about-
it.
What is it about the second movie that you like that better than the first movie? Do you remember?
No.
No?
Just overall, like I just think it's fun. I think
Okay.
it's more fun than the first one.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So, I mean, we have our favorites and stuff, but like I was actually thinking about this earlier and I was trying to just find it now on my phone earlier or just now. I saw a post today of that had some Christmas movies in it that I hadn't seen. And I was like, we watch the same movies every year, which is an awesome tradition, but I don't really watch Christmas movies any other time of year.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So,
that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, like it's not like I get. It's not like
Mhm.
I'm in the middle of August going, I want to watch a Christmas movie
Yeah.
today. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody does, maybe
Yeah,
you do.
it's not like horror movies where you can, I mean, you technically can watch Christmas.
Horror movies have more versatility being watchable than a Christmas.
Well-
because horror is not always about Halloween.
Right.
Mhm.
Horror is very it's literally a genre
But Christmas movies are
Yes.
specifically about
for sure.
Christmas
Yeah,
time, you know.
right. Yeah.
So, but
Well,
this
how do
year
you
I
guys feel
watched-
about Black Christmas?
I'm sorry. What were you going to say, Raven?
I was just gonna say that this year I want to watch a couple of movies that I haven't seen before, as opposed to like
Cool.
just watching the same ones.
Hell yeah, let's pick a couple of them.
Yeah.
We'll watch them this year.
Yeah. There is one movie though that you could watch around Halloween or Christmas time because it takes place at Christmas time, but it's about magic. And Brian, I don't know if you would actually really like it or not. But it was one of my favorites when I was younger. It's called Bell, Book, and Candle. And
No, I've
It-
never heard of that.
it has Jimmy
Okay.
Stewart. Yep, it has Jimmy
Oh, that's
Stewart in
an
it,
old
and I'm totally
Okay.
blanking. Kim Novak. Kim Novak.
old movie.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
an old movie. Yeah, I told you my
Right.
parents were teenagers in the 50s, so I grew up watching all of the classics.
So we need to watch Krampus because you've never seen Krampus,
I
right?
have not seen
I
Krampus.
think you got to see
Absolutely
it.
recommend.
So
Yep.
one of the
And
other
it's got a good
movies-
story and positive message.
Yes.
One of the other movies that I was actually considering is Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never seen it.
What?
Did I know that?
Yes, you knew that.
Pretty sure I did. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Okay, no,
No,
you have to
okay.
watch this.
That might
I
be on my
definitely.
That's on the list.
Oh man, absolutely watch it for the first time as a Christmas movie. That'll blow your
Yeah,
fucking.
that's what I was thinking.
We're gonna do that.
And-
That's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
There is this one movie that came out when we moved down here, and I can't remember the name of it. Something like Noel or something like that.
Oh yeah, Noel. It's
With,
got Anna Kendrick in
Anna
it.
Kendrick in
It was on Disney Plus. It was like the
Yes.
first big like Christmas thing.
Yeah, and we never got to see,
Yeah.
see it. So I really want to watch that one this year.
Yeah. Maybe we can all like watch a movie and we'll talk about it or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Christmas stuff. Yeah, movies, dude. Are there any Christmas video games, Josh? Hold on. Are there any-
Fuck. I want to say
Christmas?
one of the Dead Rising 4 takes place at Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a-
ugh.
That's a-
While,
Oh!
while you Google that
Oh!
real quick,
oh,
yeah.
I just did. Dude, how did we forget? Spider-Man Miles Morales takes place during Christmas.
fuck yes,
Oh my god.
Yeah,
you're right
dude.
because the first Spider-Man is takes place during Halloween,
Yeah.
and then they did Christmas for the next one. I thought that was such a great switch
Ooh.
up with the snow and
Alright.
everything.
You
Snow
know,
and
talking about
Spider-Man was yes.
The 12
Good.
the 12 games of Christmas. Ooh.
Okay.
So we got I know we're coming up on time. Batman Arkham Origins takes place on
I
Christmas.
skipped that one.
You've not played Arkham Origins?
Nope.
Okay. It is not as good as the other ones, but it's still good in
Yep.
its own
And that
way.
immediately put me off because I don't want to have a bad Arkham experience.
It's not bad though. It's not horrible, it's unique.
Mhm.
And there's something about Troy Baker voicing the Joker, which he actually does a pretty good job. He actually does a pretty good job. And then they did Mary Gear Solid Secret Santa. Wait, what? An indie game called Mary Gear Solid Secret Santa.
Mary Gear Solid.
The sequel. Are you ready for this, Josh? The
Oh
sequel,
my god.
Mary Gear Solid 2, The Ghost of Christmas Past.
Mary Gear Solid 2, The Ghost of Christmas Past.
Mary Gear Solid is a fan-created top-down stealth action game in the vein of Metal Gear. It looks like the old
original,
NES
okay.
game. Bro.
Okay.
Are you ready for some holiday espionage action?
Espionage action.
That's what it looks like.
That's fucking hilarious. You know what
Solid
we'll
Santa.
definitely have
Play
to
a solid-
save.
You play a solid Santa, by the way.
That's great. Solid Santa. Ho ho ho.
That's fantastic, man.
That's great.
Yeah. Any do we have any other thoughts on Christmas before we wrap up the show?
I have lots of thoughts on Christmas.
What are your thoughts? Give them now. Fast.
Way too.
This is the lightning round.
round.
Lightning round of Christmas. Go.
Oh,
Favorite Christmas song.
That's how I'm looking at you.
Sorry.
Favorite Christmas song. Go.
I don't know.
The Night
Really?
Santa Went Crazy by Weird Al Yankovic.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Let's see.
No
I would
shit.
say Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
That's a great one.
I
Yeah.
just love the entire album by Jewel, the holiday album by Jewel.
Okay.
I love that one.
Nice.
And I know y'all
Jewel.
are gonna hate it, but I really do love the Mariah Carey song.
Oh yeah.
No, fuck. Oh my god, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do love that song.
yeah.
I have to talk about the throwback Funky Funky Christmas by New Kids on the Block. But one Christmas song that
Yes.
always makes me
Mm.
cry
Mhm.
is This One's for the
Mm.
Children by New Kids on the Block.
Oh really?
It is oh my gosh, always makes me cry.
Okay.
I've got a legitimate theory that Office Depot Office Max led to George Michael dying because the year before he passed away, they played the ever loving shit out of all of the different versions of Last Christmas by Wham.
I win.
And I'm
Yeah.
talking all of the different covers and everything. Like they licensed that song specifically to play through their radio. And it was
Oh
a
my
thing where
God.
I would like go in there in the morning and I would turn the radio and then they would like overwrite it before the store actually opened. And all the stores had to play it. So I know that they were paying some serious royalty change. And then all of a sudden it's like, I'm pretty sure he overdosed because it was a thing that we would talk about at work all the time. We're like, dude, we killed him. Like we killed George Michael.
God.
Because they played that song so much. So I literally can't hear Last Christmas without cringing a little bit. On some legitimate shit.
Okay, let's do speed round. Favorite Christmas tradition. Favorite Christmas tradition, past or present.
Well, I think since moving down here, what I've been trying to get to be a tradition, but we didn't get to go last year, was go look at the Christmas lights in Charlestown.
Yes, let's go do that. We'll do that.
I loved
Thanks
Hell
for
yeah.
reminding me about that.
I
Yeah.
loved taking Willow down. It'd be really
Yeah.
nice now with the snow. You know what
Okay.
I mean? I love it. Willow
We can
used
do
to
that.
love the Christmas lights, and I would love to see how Josie does with the Christmas lights.
Can we do that tomorrow night?
Maybe it's
Oh yeah,
we're
fuck.
supposed to
the
get a lot more
stupid
snow tonight. Yeah,
The stupid.
yeah. We'll
Okay,
see.
Josh,
Also,
favorite.
you got plans tomorrow night.
Yeah, there it
Watching
is.
Movies.
Or watch movies. One of those
Uh,
things. Either one. I'm down.
Hot cocoa
You've
and
got a
watching
date with John Cena.
No,
I
we
think
have a
my
date with John
favorite my favorite Christmas tradition is definitely the way that my family kind of does. We've been doing White Elephant. My family, Rachel's family, it's just kind of become a thing that's happened in the last several years. That's like, yeah, gifts actually happen, but we've been playing White Elephant as like a competitive game for years now. I can almost promise you that there's going to be some shade thrown at me, even though everyone's been cool throughout this whole year. But over a pair of Ninja Turtle socks that
That is a
I
fun
got
thing
for
to do
myself
with your
last year,
children.
it's
Dude.
going to get brought up again because
One thing I really miss doing, they used to do it all the
Yeah.
time. I don't remember why they got rid of it. I think it was because of COVID. Which I'm just like,
Mhm.
Santa didn't
Which
stop.
killed a lot.
I mean, Santa didn't stop being Santa because of COVID. He just
Mhm.
wore a mask. I used to participate in. I don't know if anybody uses Reddit. I'm a big Redditor. I've been on Reddit for like 10 years now. They used to do Reddit Secret Santa, and this was so fun. This
Oh
was,
yeah.
I will say, that was one thing that kept me in the Christmas spirit every year, was looking forward to that. So what it was is there was like a lot of rules. Like you had to have been a Redditor for like more than 90 days because, they don't want people just signing up for Reddit to get free shit. So you had to be an active member of Reddit. So I think that meant, I don't need to go into it, but you had to basically meet all these criteria, right? Be
Right.
active. You had to base it, which would have earned you a ticket, and that's your ticket to be in the Secret Santa. So how it worked is they had a specific subreddit on Reddit called Secret Santa, and I miss that. That was one thing that I used to love, was being involved in that.
Yeah.
And what you would do is there was a thread, and there was a separate website. It was so big because you have to understand, like millions of people use Reddit all the time. So they had to have their own Reddit Secret Santa website. So you log in with your Reddit account, and then they would check to make sure you had a ticket. They would deduct your ticket. You would fill out this big form, like what were some of your favorite things? What are some of your favorite foods?
All sorts of ideas. Yeah.
What's your favorite color? Where, and obviously your address, all this stuff. And then sometimes it would ask, like every year would ask some different specific questions, like, what's your favorite sports team?
Yeah.
What's your favorite
We still have that
fandom?
blanket.
Yeah, we got a blanket from that one year, didn't we?
Yep.
What's your favorite sports team? What's, whatever. What's your favorite video game console? Like, it's very specific. And I remember I got, like, one year they asked them like about video game stuff. It was mostly tailored towards video game. So I got like a Fallout hoodie, which is dope.
That was before me.
I got a
nice.
bobblehead. Like, somebody sent me a whole themed of like Fallout shit. It was really cool.
That's
as fuck.
really cool.
And then they sent me some candies. And what it would do is it would just match you up with a random Redditor. And then, but in order to participate, you have to do the same thing. So it would randomly match you up with a random Redditor. You get their name, you get their whole sheet they filled out.
That's really cool.
And you had to spend no more than $30.
Yeah.
So I remember doing that. And what was really fucking cool about it was, like, famous people would participate in it, like wealthy people. And so one year, someone got Bill Gates. Like,
holy
I'm sorry, Bill Gates got someone.
Yeah.
And he gave them.
Yeah.
Like,
What the fuck do you get for Bill Gates?
He gave them like every Xbox console that had ever came out to that point. Like, they
Hell
did
yeah.
because you would, what,
Yeah.
and you were required to make a post about what you got.
Oh wow.
On the
that's
Reddit.
cool. So that was one of the stipulations.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so one year's like, well, I hit the Reddit Secret Santa jackpot. Bill Gates got me, and here's what I got. And I came home to a little crate I had to open with like a thing.
That is so crazy.
And they opened it, and like they got like 4 controllers, 5 years of like Xbox Live. I'm like, holy shit, that's insane.
Hell yeah.
And then like 1 year, someone got matched up with, and I swear they did this on purpose. They matched them up on purpose with some of the famous people. I think the famous people had access to. They made sure they got matched up with that person. So like 1 year, somebody got matched up with like Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan gave them like all kinds of Bulls stuff, and then he gave them season tickets to next season's Bulls.
Oh, that's cool.
And they were in Chicago, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. 1 year, somebody got them a car. Like a whole ass car.
Okay.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love.
I miss the Secret Santa. I wish they would bring it back. I think people have
that sounds great.
Do that every year.
Yeah.
That's but
I love participating in Secret
that
Santa
shit was so fun to do.
and stuff like that. And the white elephant gifts, used to do that with my family all the time. Was the white elephant gifts. We had so much fun with that with my family and the in-laws. And then I didn't get to participate in Secret Santa at work this year, but I'm gonna be an elf. So one of the gals at work went out and got the ones that are elves. So we get to actually pass out the presents.
Nice.
So people won't guess each other's Secret Santa. So the way we do the Secret Santa at work is it's for 5 days. And you just do a little gift or whatever 1 day a week, or 1 day for 5 days. And You're distracting me.
Sorry.
And then it culminates on day 5 with with your present, and you get to find out who your Secret Santa is. But for
Yeah.
during those 5
Hell yeah.
days, it can get a little fun, and stressful trying to give out your present without them knowing who it is or finding out who it is.
Yeah.
And so this year we have elves. So I'm one of the elves.
That's cool.
Elves that's gonna help
Elves.
pass out the presents. And one of the gals
Hell
at
yeah.
work got us all like little headbands from Dollar Tree that has the little elf ears. And so we're gonna wear those.
That's
pass
cute.
around, and got like necklaces with the little jingle bells.
Nice.
So I'm excited. That'll be fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Josh, did you have a favorite tradition?
It was the white elephant.
White elephant, yeah. I think we all kind of agree. Kind
Yeah.
of doing stuff like that.
Yeah, we love gift giving.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Yeah.
so before we wrap it up, I just kind of wanted to say this is a very magical time of year, and it's a very fun and festive time of year, but it's also a very difficult time of year for a lot of people for a lot of reasons.
Word.
And
Yeah.
just be kind. There's going
Yeah,
to be a
That's
lot
the
of
best
people.
message.
There's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of stress. There's going to be a lot of reasons for you to break down. Don't be the person or the reason that somebody
hard to
else
do that.
breaks down.
Yeah.
Okay, just take a deep breath. Remember, we're all in it together, even if it doesn't feel like it. And just try to be that person to make somebody smile instead of break down.
I remember one year, one thing that I really enjoyed doing one year when I was able to do it, me and my ex-wife when we were married, when we were living with her parents, we did like a friend Christmas thing, like a friendmas thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend of mine who had just moved back to Indiana, and he had like nowhere to go, nowhere to stay. And we were like, "Hey, why don't you come do Christmas with us?" He's like, "I don't want to like intrude." I'm like, no. He came over, and I remember that year I got my first Keurig that year.
Mm-hmm.
And him and I like love coffee, and we drank coffee the whole fucking day, and it
Oh
like,
my
kept us
God.
up all night. And he ended up staying like Christmas Eve with us and Christmas night with us.
Mm-hmm.
So to kind of piggyback off what Raven just said, if you, if you're able to, and if you know someone who maybe is alone, I don't think anybody should ever be alone on the holidays,
Unless you want to be.
unless you want to be. That's that's cool too. But if you know someone who might be hurting and wants, and you think would to make their Christmas a little bit more magical, and if you're able to do it, absolutely do it.
And I will say, if you are that person that's hurting and you don't want to be alone, but you don't feel comfortable reaching out to somebody to go see if you can spend Christmas with them, try to find a place to volunteer. It really, really
true,
helps
too.
me
Yeah.
sometimes when to get out of my own head and to just help somebody else. And it's not that somebody has it worse than you. It's not that you're, what you're going through doesn't matter, or the grief you're feeling or the heaviness you're feeling doesn't matter. It absolutely does. But it can sometimes help break up the monotony of getting out of your head and just going and being with other people, just going and helping someone else, because everybody has something. And
Absolutely.
so yeah, I mean, like whether it's going to help pass out food, or volunteering at the homeless shelter, or passing out blankets, or anything, just try to find some place to volunteer. Animal shelters, I mean, gosh, so many things you can do, especially this time of year.
Absolutely. So without anything else, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for listening to our show, and we hope that you try to make the best of the holiday as best as you can. Seasonal depression is a very real thing too. We don't really talk a whole lot about mental health here, but I know it's very hard for a lot of people, myself included. I know some of us included. It's not always easy.
Yeah, you couldn't see me, obviously, but
And,
I had tears running down my cheeks just because there's just so much I miss about this time of year and Christmas, and it's hard. It can be hard for a lot of people. So
Yeah, but thanks for listening to our show. We do definitely appreciate you, and we hope that you have a very happy and safe holidays. We will see you guys once again the following week. It'll be our last episode of 2025 as we do an entire reflection on some of the things we really enjoyed about this year. Maybe some things we just want to throw in the trash and leave behind in 2025.
A lot.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
But outside of that, thanks for listening to this episode,
Yeah.
and we will see you guys on the next one.
We
Later.
love you. Take care.
Later, guys.